I think he might have the strongest shot on the internet. Boom, boom. I'm tired of the US-Mexico final. Damn, Gold Cup, Nation League, every time it's USA versus Mexico. Every time you turn a picture of Endrick black and white, it instantly becomes iconic. They're 70 years together. Adidas and the German national team will be parting ways. Leon Baily recently announced that he'll be taking a break from the Jamaican national team because of unprofessionalism. He's saying he's never gotten paid from them. The tea is hot. Hello, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Elischa here, and welcome back to Evergreen. Yes, this is episode 3 of Evergreen, and whether you're watching on YouTube or listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, we appreciate y'all so much for joining us today. I appreciate you. I personally appreciate you for being here. This is the show by football fans, for football fans, wherever you're watching this. I hope you're feeling well. I hope you're feeling loved. And I hope you and your family are staying safe. There's a lot to talk about this week. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure you download the episode. Make sure on audio platforms that you rate this show 5 stars. Let's get the show started. First order of business, let's talk about the Turkey fight. And no, I'm not talking about Thanksgiving feud. I'm talking about the Fernebache versus Trabzonspor brawl that happened after the match. Now, I've seen some outlets, some media outlets like beIN Sports. Now, beIN Sports said there was an altercation between Fernebache players and the Trabzonspor fans. Now, that was not no altercation. You need to reword that too. Trabzonspor's fans attacked Fernebache players after they won at their own stadium, right? This was not just a fight between the players and the fans. Trabzonspor's fans attacked the Fernebache players. Please, let's get this right. And I'm going to give a shout out right now to Oshayi, the Nigerian boy. Your ancestors are proud of you. Listen, if you're listening right now and you ain't seen the brawl, you ain't seen the footage of these players fighting, that boy Oshayi was throwing hands. Essentially, what happens for context is there was a match between Fernebache and Trabzonspor in the Super League in Turkey. After the match, and Fernebache won the matchup 3-2. And after the game, essentially, they're celebrating, they're happy. This was an away match, so they're at Trabzonspor. There was a few mishaps during the game. The goalkeeper got hit with a coin that was thrown at him, so his chin was bleeding. So that was already a lot going on during the match. Now, at full time, the Fernebache players are celebrating, and then at some point, I guess the fans just got so frustrated of them celebrating. Again, this is they're away right now. They're on enemy territory. They're celebrating like that after the match. Fans got mad, hopped on the pitch, started attacking the players. The players had to, get cover, security, rush to the players' rescue to try and protect them. There's too many fans. The players had to rush into the locker rooms, but some of them stayed back and was throwing hands. That boy Batshuayi is from Belgium, but that was the Congo in him. His family's from Congo. That was the Congolese. That boy grew up getting fed Moambe chicken, pondu. That's the Congolese in him. That's the that's the motherland in him. Throwing kicks, whoop, 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 whoop. Stupid. And honestly, all jokes aside, this was a very dangerous situation because you never know what could have happened to these players. Like these fans, they're chasing some of these players with the corner flag. Taking the corner flag and chasing a player with it is insanity. Like their lives, their safety were at stake here. They were genuinely in danger, and this is unacceptable in football. This should not be happening. These fans should not be in any way, shape, or form, especially in a country where the football culture is as aggressive and hostile as Turkey. There should be better protocol for things like this. And after the match, a few days after the match, Fernebache officials threatened to actually withdraw from the Super League, from the Turkish league, because this isn't the first time that this happened. Like back in 2006 versus Denizlispor, same thing happened to Fernebache, and there was no sanctions at all. There were no sanctions against the teams, against the league, against the fans, for anybody that attacked the players. And now, almost more than 10 years later, the same thing is happening, right? Almost 2 decades later, the same thing is happening, no sanctions. So I get that Fernebache are kind of threatening. I know they're not going to do it. They're not going to withdraw from the Super League. It's just they're pump faking a little bit. But they should be upset, right? The players should never feel like on the pitch that their safety is in concern, is in jeopardy. And honestly, sometimes, you know what? If the fans feel so adamant on wanting to put hands on the players, we should do like hockey. We should do a remix in football of hockey, right? The fans should be allowed to hop on the pitch if they're that mad. The player could see a fan is angry, right? Let me just paint the picture for y'all, right? I'm Picasso right now. Let me paint the picture. Just let me cook. Imagine a fan is cussing out a player on the field. You suck. You're shit. You're da 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 da. The player should be allowed to look in the crowd, tell the ref, hold on, him. I'm picking him. I want to throw hands with him. And so the fan would then hop on the pitch and they have 30 seconds, bare knuckles, to just fight it out. And if the fan gets knocked down by the player, then that's 2 goals for the player's team. If the fan just knocks down the player on the opposite end, then that's 1 goal deducted for the player's team. Because we trying to, like, the essence of this is to teach these fans to keep their hands and their anger to themselves. Like that, y'all are using all your frustration to pass it on these players, and they don't deserve it. This was absolutely disgusting from the Tribune Sport fans, and I hope that the Super League takes care of this. I hope that they have better protocol to protect the players, the managerial staff, everybody on the pitch, because during a sports match, there should be no reason why all of these people are getting attacked at the end of a win. Like that's just animalistic behavior, bro. Like, y'all gotta do better. But that was essentially the last of European club news before the international break. It's the international break right now. Every team, from Cote d'Ivoire to France to Brazil to the USA, every team, players from their clubs, they leave if they get called up. If they are lucky enough, fortunate enough to be called up with their compatriots, they go with their national teams and they play, whether it's friendlies or international mid-season tournaments. Now let's get it started with the U.S. men's national team versus Jamaica in the semifinals of the CONCACAF Nations League. The match ended 3-1. It ended 3-1 and the U.S. won. But it didn't play well. The U.S. did not play well at all. And there's so many different dynamics for this match. Now let's take a look at what happened on the pitch and off the pitch, because there's a little drama, right, that we're going to address very shortly. But from the Jamaican national team, Greg Lee scored off the bat, puts Jamaica 1-0 up front. And honestly, during that whole first half, it was all Jamaica. It was all Jamaica. They could have been 2-3-0. If they put some of those chances away, the U.S. just was not up to par. It was clear-cut Jamaica the whole first half. Also, Jamaica's Ronaldo Cephas turned into Ronaldo Cephas because he was giving Miles Robinson the work on the wing the whole time. The whole first half, he's giving that boy crazy work. Jamaica had it. So now we go into a second half and Jamaica's still getting chances, but this time it's a little bit more balanced. The U.S. is getting a few looks. Gio Reyna's in the game now. He's balancing things out, which we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about him a little bit later because he's an important factor in that match. But there were no looks that are worth mentioning because at the end of the match, at the end of the 90 minutes, it was still 1-0 up. The only reason why the U.S. equalized was from an own goal from Jamaica's Corey Burke. An own goal. And honestly, it was a good header. I'm not gonna lie. It was a good header. I am so sorry. Like, when you score an own goal like that to equalize and send the game to extra time, that end up losing the match for your team, that's devastating. I know that boy did not sleep that night, but it was a good header. Like, if there's any positives, look at the glass half full. If there's any positives from this match for Jamaica, is that was a damn good header. So maybe he'll learn from that, hone in on that, and score it against the correct team next time, not against his own. But yeah, shout out to Corey. Unfortunate situation, but that's the only reason why the game went 1-1. And when it went into extra time, and because it's a semifinal, it went into extra time, and from that point on, the tables turned. Well, the table didn't really turn. Haji Wright sat at the table, and he was hungry, and he started cooking and eating, right? He was cooking the pot, and he was eating the dish at the same time. He got a beautiful assist from Gio Reyna. Sequence started by Christian Pulisic. He fell down. Gio picked up the ball. Nice assist, through ball into the box for Haji Wright. Bury it and go up 2-1. And then he goes on to score a silky smooth solo goal to really solidify the win for the US and send them to the final. But honestly, they won, right? A win is a win, and you can't take that. You can't take nothing away from them. But the US did not have a good game, and if they don't bring their best foot forward in the final against Mexico, they're gonna lose it. This is the premiere of a new segment on Evergreen. Whenever there's some drama in football that we got to talk about, I'm gonna bring forward a segment that I like to call Tea Time. The tea is hot. Leon Baily, who recently announced that he'll be taking a break from the Jamaican national team because of unprofessionalism, went on a podcast and essentially he was laying out all of the things that the Jamaican team has done wrong, that the federation has done wrong, that, you know, they'll sometimes book a flight or give you confirmation for a flight at 11 p.m. the night before the flight, and sometimes he's had to pay for his own travels. He said he's never gotten a check from the Jamaican national team. And yes, national teams are supposed to pay their players. He's never gotten any money, a dime from them. His words, he's saying he's never gotten paid from them, which makes a lot of sense because the women's Jamaican national team ended up going on strike last year and saying that they weren't going to play any games because they had received no payments from their run in the World Cup. These Caribbean women, these Jamaican women made it on the world stage in the biggest competition in football to the World Cup, and they were not getting paid, which is extremely unfair, which is extremely grimy from the national team, and they should have been getting their funds. Like, pay these ladies, please. That's why I believe when Leon is saying all of these things. You know, a lot of this happens with some of the quote-unquote smaller countries where they tend to not pay their players, or just the organization is not up to par. And it seems like a lot of times when you have talented players, that's the only thing that's missing, right? When the federation, the organization, the institution isn't doing what they're supposed to do, the team can't grow. You can't win trophies, you can't win games, you can't move up the FIFA rankings if all you have is talented players who are not getting the structure and the correct environment that they need to thrive, to succeed. If you're not putting them in the right positions to win, what you want them to do? What you want them to do? Hey, there seems to be some internal politicking going on with the Jamaican national team, and I hope that they get that sorted out very soon so that they can continue to thrive, because they do have a good national team. And, you know, whether it's Haiti, Jamaica, whatever country in the Caribbean, I always want to see them do well. So I don't like hearing of this negativity going on behind closed doors. So y'all go ahead and fix that up. Get back together, unify yourself so y'all can win some games, man. And that was your dose of tea time. Let me know how y'all feel about this segment. If y'all want me to bring it back whenever there's some drama, we'll do a tea time. But one last thing that I'll say on the international side about the U.S. is I'm tired of the U.S.-Mexico finals. I'm sorry. I'll be the first one to say it. I am sick and tired of seeing USA and Mexico in the finals, bro. And I'm not hating, because obviously if they make it there, they deserve to be there. But damn, Gold Cup, Nation League, every time it's USA versus Mexico. Everything is USA versus Mexico. I went to the mall the other day. They put a Cracker Barrel right across from Chipotle. Like, damn. Can we get somebody else? Other teams, can y'all step up, please? Please. Somebody, Canada, anybody, step up and switch it up so that I'll stop seeing USA and Mexico in the final. Now, obviously, I live in the U.S. I support the U.S. men's national team. I want them to continue to thrive and win. And I don't got no beef with Mexico, but sometimes I just want to see two different teams. Please, can somebody make it happen? Somebody. Now moving on to, so far, the most exciting match of the international break, Brazil versus England. Exciting not because of the amount of goals, but by who scored the goals in that match. In the 80th minute, Endrick, 17-year-old Endrick, scored for Brazil his very first ever goal for the Brazilian national team. And obviously the boy was super, super happy about that. He's the youngest player to score for Brazil since R9 scored at 17 years old in 1994. When Neymar scored his first goal, he was 18. Obviously, he's a rare breed and there's a lot of hype around him. He hasn't done anything in Europe yet. He hasn't actually played for Real yet since they signed him. I believe they're waiting until he turns 18 for him to actually play. But him showcasing that he can score on the international level, especially on his debut for Brazil like that, is a good sign. But like any other youngster, I hope that all the hype don't end up getting to his head and he can stay level-headed, he can stay focused, he can stay fit, and he can perform at the club level too. But yeah, congratulations to Endrick. And he's building a little name for himself. The marketing around Endrick is just building itself. Have y'all seen this about Endrick on the internet? Apparently, every time you turn a picture of Endrick black and white, it instantly becomes iconic. And the internet will just make up whatever at this point. And low-key, I get what they're saying. He has that aesthetic, you know what I'm saying? He has that look that doesn't look modern. He looks like he belongs in back in the days. Like, y'all know how women be saying, that man is 90s fine. Like, that's what they mean. Like, he's like that. No, I'm not saying Endrick is 90s fine. No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that he has an aesthetic. He has a back in the days aesthetic. Like, he looks like he could be playing around the same time as Pele. I'm not calling the boy fine. God, damn. But I get what they're saying. He has that look to him, but please, can we just stop doing this to youngsters and just allow them to come on the scene and play? Just play, prove yourself, enjoy playing football, enjoy being a pro, enjoy your career, right? Without everybody putting all this pressure from all over the world on you. Like, can we please stop doing this to these youngsters and at least give them some grace to go in, fight for their place, establish themselves first, and then, based on what they achieved, then we could really start talking about them, right? Everything he's achieved so far has been as a minor, right? He's 17 right now. He just played his first match for Brazil. Let's just give him some time to settle in, and then we could really hype him up and talk about him. And the last thing I'll say about that game is just looking at Jude and Vinicius and Endrick and Rodrigo talking after the game. Even as a Barca fan, you can't help but look at that connection between those Real Madrid players and think, man, there's just some chemistry about them. Like, if this was somehow, and it would be the same thing if this was a France versus Brazil or France versus English match with Tchouaméni and Camavinga. There's just something about these guys that genuinely seem like they're friends and they enjoy each other's companies that translate right onto the pitch, onto their chemistry on the field. And we've heard so many stories of professional teams where the players just were not friends. They just wasn't cool with each other. Like, they played well together, or they played okay with each other, but they just didn't have that camaraderie. And these guys genuinely seem like they rock with each other. Like, they hang out outside of playing football. And you can only dream of that as a manager, because that inevitably always helps the performance on the pitch. That Real team, man, if they continue to grow this way together, they're going to be a problem for years to come, man. Damn, son. And they just Fiorentino Perez just keeps getting players every single time. The minute you think, and now Mbappe might be coming to the team too, bro. Damn. Every time, like, leave some for the rest of us. And it's not even something that you can force, where you can look at your team and be like, oh, guys, like, you guys should be friends. You can't force friendships, right? It just so happens that these guys were put together and they're really good and they're actually friends now. As always, as part of our show, yes, we talk about the football, but we also go outside in the real world and adventure thing, experience football in different ways. And this week, I got together with my good friend Lupe. I'm Lupe. He got the strongest shot, the strongest free kick shot on the internet, period. Don't ask me no question about it. Just believe me. And since he's so good at free kicks, I thought it would be a good idea to have my boy come and teach me how to shoot free kicks. Now, I do my thing on the football pitch, but I'm not the best at shooting free kicks. So I just thought this would be a good opportunity to learn something new in football. You can always be better. You can always improve. So me and Lupe linked up to work on my free kicks, and this is what happened. We're at Pier 5 right now, Pier 5 Brooklyn Bridge Park, a.k.a. the most beautiful pitch in New York City. Hey, yo! They said that! So we're going to go tap in with Lupe right now and learn how to take some free kicks. I'm not gonna lie. I think he might have the strongest shot on the internet, period. You think it's possible to make me into a free kick master in one day? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. I guess. Don't lie to me, bro. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me, because if you don't lie to me. Don't.
We're here to tweak a couple things from the toolbox.
In the toolbox.
You know what I'm saying? Just so the wheel can spin correctly. Type shit. You feel me?
In every other area of the game, I'm
good.
Nasty.
Right.
What, like, headers.
Do it again.
Me,
Crazy.
I'm nasty.
Yeah.
So all I need is just a free kick.
Because you already know how to hit it, right?
So that's a.
It's just you do.
Yes,
you do,
I do.
You do.
I don't know why does he do that? Cover it. Ah!
Yeah. I don't like it. Not one bit.
How did it look?
Nah, it's not the worst.
No, the stutter is crazy. I'm here to learn.
You gotta look at where you're going.
Yeah, I didn't choose one. I just said, Jesus, take the wheel.
I'm saying, if I'm going top left, I have to whip the ball. 1, 2, 3. Do you know why we do this? Do you know why we do the run-up?
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I just feel like y'all do it just for the look.
No, because those are the steps. 1, 2, 3, right? Once I go to shoot, 1, 2, 3. That's why we do that.
Okay.
So you don't have to be like, boom, boom.
So this isn't just, all right, I'm not gonna lie to you, I wasn't the best at math when I was in school.
Yeah.
It feels like we're doing geometry right now.
Well,
so
we're
this
doing a little bit of everything.
This is very calculated.
You can't whip the ball like this.
I'm not gonna lie, the whipping thing, little racist.
My fault.
Where we going?
We're going top right again.
Top right.
Yep.
Top right, let's get it.
Ooh! You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. I mean, it don't matter how many steps, but you're one like this. You know what I'm saying? You're not going with you're not flowing.
At this point, it was muscle memory. Like my head, I'm so used to
doing a bunch
you know,
of
I'm
bullshit.
trying to be like Pogba.
Yeah, no, you're just doing bullshit.
Yeah.
You don't need to. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Like, boom. I'm looking for the hole.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Calm.
Calm. All right. Boom, boom.
Go ahead, big dog.
Because
that's not a big dog. Too stiff. Nope. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, you bitch!
He just gave it a taper fade.
Everything else is good. However you want to do it, but start from there.
Ah! Why do I keep? You gotta follow him.
I mean, it's good, but
oh, hold on. That's a nice ass ball. Is this season's? But that's an MLS ball though. Yeah. Where y'all from?
Oklahoma, bro.
Oklahoma.
You're Elischa, right?
no.
Elischa.
Elischa.
Yes, sir.
No.
Nice
That's
to meet you.
crazy. What's her name?
What's good?
How are you, bro?
What's going on?
Yeah, bro.
Of course.
Yeah,
Come on,
bro.
let's do it.
Yeah. Oklahoma.
You know what's funny? Yo, love. What's going on? What's up? What's good? What's up, guys? Damn, all the way from OKC. What y'all doing out here? You got that on?
Oh, bro, let's get a picture. Let's get a picture.
What y'all doing out here? Now we were just there to work on the free kicks, and it just so happened that these guys come through, and the video completely took a left turn. Y'all want to hop in goal? Oh shit, bare hands too. All right, let's do it. Come on. Oh, now even more pressure. Shit.
You know how I get when it's a keeper in the goal.
If you don't know about Deco batting our Breakup, check out the.
I like that keep.
Damn.
I like that keep.
Nah, keeper's decent. Keeper is valid. I'm not gonna lie. Where the hell did he come from? They make him like that in Oklahoma? Get it. Woo! Wait, don't know. Oh. Damn. Damn. Come on, Ronaldo. Ah, that was a beautiful shot too. Damn. That's what I do. I do this every day. That was my first shot of the day. That was my first shot. Why y'all laughing? You see, this is why they don't take me seriously when y'all laugh. He said out of 5? We won't make 2. 5. Hey, at least 2. What you standing on? What you standing on? Let's go. Come on, what you standing on? I need more energy than that. Come on now. Come on. Stand on business, bro. Go for first. Yeah. Yeah! This is the greatest thing Spurs has ever produced. Ever. Let's go. What is that? Come on. One more. That's 2. Uno más. Let's go. Oh! I owe you 2 balls. I owe you. Y'all gotta give a hand for him. Low key. He was doing his thing. But yo, great meeting y'all. I did not expect all of y'all to come, especially from Oklahoma. What part of Oklahoma y'all from? City. Alright, shout out to the city. Shout out OKC.
405, baby. 405.
Appreciate y'all. Shout out to the 405. Everybody watching, subscribe. Tell them subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Follow us, everything. You know what I'm saying? For the one time. Hey man, shout out to OKC. Shout out to all those boys for Oklahoma for having such great energy and being in our content, man, and filming with us, shooting some free kick with us. Shout out to the keeper too. That boy was good. That boy was solid. And shout out to that boy from London too, the Spurs fan. Might be coming your way sooner than you think, man. Yeah, good people. And it's always dope just meeting football fans, especially if they recognize us and they love the content and they love what we do. It's so dope meeting y'all in person, man. And I can't wait. Wherever y'all see me in public, never hesitate to say hello. Never hesitate to come through, say hi, give me a dap, give me a hug, whatever. Like, come say hi, man. I'm approachable. I love meeting y'all. Y'all are such a big part of why I continue to do this. You supporters, you cousins, I love y'all. Definitely always come and say hello. I'm happy to say hello to y'all. I love y'all. Y'all are part of my family at this point. And yeah, I love meeting you. So this was super dope, and I can't wait to meet up with those boys later. I might be pulling up to OKC on y'all because the vibe was just too good to leave on that note. Like, we gotta do a part 2 to that. Now, it is the international break, but MLS is still going on right now. I actually went to a New York Red Bulls versus Inter Miami game at Red Bull Arena. Shout out to my boy Jake. Vlog is coming soon. We went out there. We did some challenges, had his Instagram fans pick what we're going to do, how we get to the match, what we eat, all of that stuff. So, yeah, dope experience. It was cold as hell, and it was raining, and Messi wasn't there. So that was a little bit of a bummer. Inter Miami ended up losing 4-0. I'm not going to lie, without Messi. Miami were missing a few players. Drake Callender wasn't there. Messi wasn't there. Busquets, Jordi Alba, and Suarez plays. Suarez is just an absolute, that Suarez is just a badass kid. Like, that badass kid from elementary school, they gave him money and he grew up to have a successful career, but he stayed that badass kid. Like, he just constantly yelling at somebody, complaining something to the ref, like kicking the ball away from the players. Like, he's just a menace. Stop being a menace. At this point in your career, like, chill out, old man. He's not moving the same. He's not running the same. He's not the same player. At this point, you're getting old. It's time for you to also mature, right? It's not just your age going up. Your level of maturity has to increase too. One good thing about that game, though, this was the first time that I actually saw the commercial that I was in for MLS live in person on the Jumbotron. If y'all didn't know, I was part of a commercial. Big shout out to Starting 11 for giving me the opportunity. Devin and Casey for giving me this opportunity. But yeah, man, I was in my first ever commercial for MLS promoting the MLS kits for the season. It's going to be on Apple TV. So if you see me record it, post it, tag me, all that good stuff. If you're in the stadium, if you see it, some people have already tagged me, and it was dope to see it in person. Like, it felt like being in Times Square and you're walking and you see your billboard, which we aiming for. We definitely aiming for. But it was a cool moment, man. My first commercial ever, and it was, I was proud. I was with my boy Umar. I was with Jake. It was a proud moment.
All right, MLS store, I need something fresh and clean. Let's see what you got. I need that in my size.
Please don't do this.
Guys.
How's almost sad again?
Yeah, man, I just want to thank everybody who's been a part of the journey so far to make something like this happen. Definitely the highlight of my weekend, being able to see that. It's a full circle moment, and now I get to share all of these beautiful things with you wonderful cousins. I appreciate y'all, man, and I appreciate y'all so much, and I'm going to remind y'all to make sure you subscribe also to the channel as we move on to the next topic. Y'all seen that video of Mesut Özil working out in the gym? That man looked buff. Like, this reminds me of the time when the pictures came out of Fernando Torres back a few years ago, and he was looking ripped. Like, even Ronaldo's commenting on the post. Zé Roberto, a bunch of athletes are commenting like, yeah, boy, like, you looking good, boy. You looking, boy, that boy in the gym. And I respect it even more because this is the month of Ramadan, and Özil is Muslim. So right now, he's working out this intensely during Ramadan. Shout out to every Muslim player who's celebrating Ramadan, who's fasting right now, because it is not easy. Now, I'm not Muslim, but I've tried fasting during Ramadan before, and I'll be the first one to say it is not easy, especially if you miss suhoor. Suhoor is the meal that you take before sunrise, right? You can only eat before sunrise and after sunset, which is iftar. That's the meal after sunset. And imagine missing that meal and you have to go all throughout the day. You have no energy, like and I'm not even a professional athlete. So the guys who are playing, so the footballers who are having to play high level competition while they're fasting, even in the NBA, like Kyrie Irving, it's reports now have come out that the Mavericks have hired a personal chef to accommodate Kyrie as much as possible while he's fasting during Ramadan. Karim Benzema had Ballon d'Or winning performances during Ramadan, playing on an empty stomach. Imagine you getting washed by a dude that didn't eat since 7 a.m. That's crazy work. But yeah, respect to all the players fasting during Ramadan. Respect to Özil for being able to put on that weight and still stick it out in the gym despite how uncomfortable it is managing your energy levels when you're not eating for most of the day. And shout out to all my Muslim viewers and listeners. I hope y'all are having a healthy, enlightening, and happy Ramadan. Now, speaking of Özil, the German national team have officially announced that they will be severing ties with Adidas and going to Nike as their official kit supplier. After 70 years together, Adidas and the German national team will be parting ways. This feels like we're witnessing a breakup. 70 years together for it all to end like this. And I'm wearing a German national team kit, an Adidas national team kit. So I feel this feels like I'm the child in the middle of a divorce. Adidas, and I'm leaving you. But what can I do? What can I do for you to stay? Nine, I can't do this. I can't. Think about all our history together. I can't. Your lederhosens is just not as fancy as Nike's. I can be better. No, it's over. No. But yeah, man, and I know a lot of people are wondering why. What is the big, grand old reason? What is the complicated, complexity reason why Adidas and the German national team are parting ways? And the reason is Nike got more money. That's it. That's essentially it. Reports say that Adidas was giving the German national team $50 million a year to supply their kit, and now Nike is giving them $100 million, double the price. So it's a financial decision, and a lot of politicians and people in Germany are against the move. And obviously, a 70-year relationship. Adidas is a German company, so it's unfortunate that they're parting ways, especially since Nike hasn't been doing the best in the football space as of late. But this is definitely a big move for them, and maybe part of their strategy in getting back into the football space, into the grace of football fans. So maybe this is their way of reintegrating into the football space, into football culture by getting with the German national team. And their partnership won't start until 2027. So for the next 3 years, if you could get your hand on some German national team Adidas jerseys or kits or any gear, definitely do that, because soon that's going to be considered retro, vintage, a thing of the past. Now, since we're talking about kits and clothing, fashion in football is really becoming a thing. Now, we've seen in the NBA, tunnel fits and tunnel fashion is a thing, and it's seeped through onto football. There's a lot of footballers who enjoy getting dressed. Like the French national team, people are always waiting for them to pull up to Clairefontaine, which is the French national team's headquarters, their main facility where they train at and where they stay on international duty. People are always waiting for them to see what they're gonna wear, what they're gonna pull up with. Now your boy know a little thing or two about getting drippy, getting down with the get down, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm qualified to be able to rate some of these footballers' fit. So let's get into this French national team fit ratings. First of all, Jules Koundé. He's always trying new things. Which I appreciate. Barca boy, always kind of pushing the boundaries and trying to do new things, which don't always work. This time, I get what he's trying to do, trying to be a little more avant-garde, trying to be bold with it. It's giving pimp going on the moon. The astronaut boots with the fur, yellow, and the shades is just it's not working for me. I'm going to give this a 6.5 just because he tried to be different, which I always appreciate. So 6.5. Now, if you're a listener, I highly recommend you go over to YouTube so you can see exactly the fits that I'm talking about. Eduardo Camavinga, this is a classic case of because it's name brand doesn't mean that it works, right? The off-white is cool. That collar with the ski shades and those, I'm not feeling it, Camavinga. And Camavinga is usually drippy. Like, that boy know how to dress. This one really wasn't doing it for me. 5 out of 10. Griezmann, simple enough, right? Nothing too crazy. Cool blue. It's simple. He didn't do too much, but he didn't do too little either. It's calm. I'm going to give that a 7.5 out of 10. Kylian Mbappe, all black. Can't go wrong with the all black. When in doubt, just go all black. Don't try to do too much. Don't try to overcomplicate things. Just go all black. You standing on business. That's calm. I'm giving that an 8. It's simple, but it's fly. I like that. And that bag looks like it's fresh out the store. So 8 for Kylian Mbappe. Tchouaméni, that's a 9. That's a 9. That jacket alone, it goes with the shoes. The shoes is calm. That jacket is a statement piece. And again, with the all black, he went with the all black under. His statement piece is the jacket. The shoes go well with the jacket, which is a statement piece, and it's not overshadowing the top. 9, that's calm. Tchouaméni hasn't missed yet. I've yet to see Aurélien miss. This was not one of those times. 9 out of 10. That's fly. That's smooth. I like it. Tonto Fofana, come on now. This is it. This is the best fit so far. 9.5 out of 10. I can't give it a 10 out of 10, but this is calm with the mini crossbody bag. It could have been a little bigger, I'm not gonna lie, but he got the mini thing works. The dark teal color on top with the brown just works, and the laces on the shoes is not the same color as the top. It's a little lighter version of his jacket color, but this just works together. In fashion, you got to know your silhouette. You got to know what fits you, your body type. You got to know what works well with your skin color. This dude is rocking this, man. The little hint of teal on the shades. This is a 9.5 out of 10. This is calm. Ousmane Dembele, damn it. Ousmane, you're a young man. You are a young man, Ousmane. You're a young man. Why? Oh, I love Dembele. I absolutely love Dembele, but this fit, I feel like he started it, right? It was going somewhere, and then midway through, he just gave up and said, I'm just going to go with this, and I'm not thinking too much about it. I just need a little bit more from him, right? I need to see the same way these players play on the pitch is what I want to see them dress as. This fits his personality, but it doesn't fit the way he plays. So I definitely get it. I can't judge him too much. I just would like to see a little more effort from him, especially knowing that the picks are going to be taking. This is a thing for the French national team. I would have liked to see him try a little bit more, so I'm going to go with a 6 from Ousmane Dembele. Just too simple for me. Moani, jacket is fly. Louis Vuitton is given New York back in the days, 90s New York jacket. It's retro. It's like a I don't know. This looks like a Dapper Dan has his touch on this. I like the jacket. I feel like the shoes could have been different, right? These shoes are giving me fancy black Air Force Ones, right? It's like I'm going to stomp you out, but I'm going to do it while holding my pinky up. So because of that, something with it, the hat is not really giving the same vibe as the jacket and the bottoms. So I'm going to give this a 7.5. The jacket is carrying this whole fit right now. Without it, yeah, I wouldn't be feeling this. So I'm going to give it a 7.5. Marcus Thuram, 9.5 out of 10. This is fly. The jacket, fly. The shirt, Come on. Stop copying me. You're not even doing it right. Stop copying me. You're not even doing it right. There's a message on the shirt. This boy knows how to do it. It's all in the details. Look at the jacket. Look at the flowers. Look at the embroidered flowers on the jacket. The brown jacket. Look at the chain on the pants. Look at the jeans. This ain't no skinny jeans. They're loose fitting, but there's some extra details on the bottom on the jeans with the white shoes. What are those? These Air Force Ones? I don't even know what these shoes are, but they fit. They fit. He went a little bit more streetwear with it. He went a little bit more fly guy. Like this is the type of fit you see people walking around Soho with. This is fly. He could step in New York with this fit. This is the best one. It's still a 9. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give this a 9.7 out of 10. Just because of the details, from the chain on the pants to the little rips on the jeans, the white shoes, to the embroidered flowers on the jacket, the color, that brown on the jacket, plus the details with the message on the shirt. The arrogant message on the shirt. Stop trying to copy me. You're not even doing it right. You don't got the sauce like me. You don't got it. You can't do it like me. Marcus Tur 9.7 out of 10. This is the flyest one out of all of them for sure. Now I'm talking all of this about these players' fits. I gotta show y'all my fit. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no regular Germany kid. You know what I'm saying? This is that Michael Ballack. Y'all gotta see this. Hold on. I gotta turn so y'all could. Hold on. You feel me? It's always all in the details. You feel me? The black and white Converse on the feet to go with the kit. Come on. Come on now. Your boy don't play around. On the hands, you gotta have the brr, brr. You gotta have the brr, brr. We got the ring on the hands. We got the see-through rings. Where have y'all seen see-through rings like this? You haven't. You haven't. Come on now. The brr, brr on the neck. Yeah. I'm not, hey, listen, man. All I'm saying is I'm qualified to talk about drip. We could talk about drip all day long. I play the game too. I'm not one of these analysts that never played the game a day in their life and want to speak on the athletes. I played the game too. Come on now. But yeah, man, with that being said, this has been episode 3 of Evergreen, man. 3 is a magic number. We going strong. I appreciate y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to the Gold channel. Make sure you like, share this with everybody you know. Make sure if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, download the episode, rate us 5 stars so we could keep going up on the sports podcast list. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much for tuning in. And I will see you next time on another episode of Evergreen. Peace.